upbeat, slightly mysterious music starts. Hey, have you ever wondered what Thanksgiving is really all about? I mean, beyond the turkey, the pumpkin pie, and the epic family arguments over the last dinner roll? The real story is actually way more dramatic and, honestly, pretty inspiring. It takes us all the way back to the 17th century. Music shifts to a more adventurous nautical theme. Picture this at 1620. A small rickety ship called the Mayflower is tossing and turning on the stormy Atlantic Ocean. On board are about 100 people, a group we now call the Pilgrims. They weren't just on a vacation cruise. They were fleeing England, searching for a place where they could practice their faith freely, without persecution. After a grueling 66-day journey, they finally spotted land. But their troubles were far from over. Music becomes somber, a bit desolate. They landed in what is now Plymouth, Massachusetts, and they landed right as a brutal New England winter was setting in. They were unprepared. They had no homes, very little food, and no idea how to survive in this strange new world. That first winter was devastating. The cold, the hunger, the diseases, it was relentless. By the time spring arrived, nearly half of them had died. It was a terrifying, heartbreaking start to their new life. It felt like their dream was turning into a nightmare. Music becomes hopeful, warmer. But then something amazing happened. A turning point. They weren't entirely alone. The local Native American tribe, the Wampanoag, had been watching them. And instead of hostility, they showed compassion. A man named Squanto, who miraculously spoke English, approached the struggling colonists. He, along with his tribe, taught them things they desperately needed to know. They showed them how to plant corn, how to extract sap from maple trees, how to fish in the rivers, and which plants were poisonous. They basically gave them the ultimate survival guide to a land that was completely alien to them. Music swells to a warm, celebratory tone. Thanks to this incredible act of kindness and cooperation, the Pilgrims' fortunes turned. They worked hard all through the spring and summer, planting the seeds and wisdom they had been given. And in the autumn of 1621, they were met with a sight they could barely have imagined just a year earlier: a bountiful harvest. They had fields full of corn, beans, and squash. They had enough food to last them through the coming winter. Overwhelmed with gratitude, the Pilgrims decided to hold a celebratory feast. And who did they invite as their guests of honor? The Wampanoag people, of course. Their chief, Massasoit, and about 90 of his men came and celebrated with the Pilgrims for 3 whole days. This feast, this moment of coming together, of sharing, and of giving thanks for survival and for unexpected friendship. That was the first Thanksgiving. So this year, as you're sitting around the table, remember that it's about more than just food. It's a story of survival, of courage, and most importantly, of gratitude for the help and kindness we receive from others, often when we least expect it. It's a reminder that even in our darkest winters, a harvest of hope can be just around the corner,